Hi, this is Erin from Blossy Bay. Welcome to my channel. The plan for this video is to unbox the incredible December subscription box from Resin Molds Mox. Then I'm going to use Solid Solutions Eco Casting Powder, SolidCrete, along with their vibrant liquid pigments to make several beautiful pieces that look and feel just like porcelain. I can't wait to show you the gorgeous molds. Let's get to it. It's pink parcel time from Resin Molds Box and I'm super excited. I know this is the December 2025 Christmas box. Let's get in and have a look. I love when these parcels come. The courier literally just dropped it off and I screamed with excitement. I meant to be doing something else, but okay. Santa's Workshop Secrets, December 2025. Okay, I'll snip this open. Oh, I feel like I've got butterflies. Oh, okay. Oh, have I got no? Oh, goodness. Okay. All right. What have we got? We've got Santa's Workshop Secrets. Let this Christmas shine with whimsical handmade light. Handmade light. Okay. Goodness me. So exciting. All right. So we've got a very full box. Oh, I barely know where to get started. So, okay, number one is the Jolly Trio 3D Santa figures. And it says this mould set is a must-have for classic Christmas lovers. You get 3 different beautifully detailed 3D Santa designs, one holding a snowflake, one hugging a miniature Christmas tree, and a charming faceless Santa. Oh, okay, let's have a look. Oh my goodness. So this is our hugging the Christmas tree one. I'll just sit him there. And then oh, this is so cute. So this is one holding a snowflake. Oh, these are just so pretty. Pop him there. And I might need to move that back out of the way. And then the last one I've got is this one, which is going to be the faceless Santa. So, oh, now he feels a little bit, and cute. Look at him sitting down there, ready for me to fill with goodies. All right, what an amazing start. So, that is number one. Number two, Frosted Flurry Lidded Stash Jar. Goodness, okay, so this is the jar. look like that? No, I might have the wrong piece. Oh, here we go. It's littler. Okay, so this one says, keep your holiday secrets, candies or craft supplies safe and stylish in this beautiful lidded jar. This set includes 2 moulds, one for the base and one for the matching lid. The sides of the jar feature a stunning detailed snowflake pattern in a deep relief, giving your finished piece a frosted wintry look. And here's our lid with all the little snowflakes on it. And here's our little pot. Okay, so I'm really looking forward to seeing how that turns out. Okay, so now we're on to the second sheet. Okay, page 3, mould number 3. Miriam Bright Tree Ornaments set. Here we go. Now, this one says, deck the halls with your own handmade resin creations. This mould lets you cast Christmas tree shaped tags, perfect for hanging on your actual tree, using as gift tags or tying onto holiday wreaths. They are thin but sturdy, making them lightweight for tree branches. Oh, that's pretty. It's got a little design of a snowman and like a fir tree and a snowflake. Cute. Okay, number 4. Heavenly Wings Trinket Dish. Bring a touch of divine grace to your decor with this beautiful angel wings mould. This piece creates a generously sized shallow tray or bowl shaped like an elegant pair of feathered wings. Goodness. Okay, so let's check this one out. Oh, look at that. It's got the little wings there. Oh, that's going to be super sweet. Wonderful. Okay, Santa's Snowy Planter Pot. So that must be, I think it could be this one. Oh, yes, look. So there's Santa. Here's all the snowflakes. So this mould creates a very cute dimensional Santa figure with a cleverly designed top opening, perfect for holding small items or a tiny plant. The finished piece shows Santa with his cheerful face and hat, with the top of his hat acting as the rim of the container. Okay, I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before. So I'm just excited to see how that turns out. I just feel a bit overwhelmed. These are amazing. Okay, so we turn over and we've got 3D interlocking puzzle pine ornament. Okay, so, there. Get ready for some fun assembly after your resin cures. This amazing unique mould lets you create multiple flat tree-shaped pieces that slot together perfectly to form a beautiful stand-up 3D mini Christmas tree ornament. There's a hole at the top so you can hang it as a dynamic ornament or place it on a tabletop. Oh my goodness, I think this is one of those ones that you really do need to make to get your head around. Alright, so we've got the little reindeer, trees, and an ornament. And if I bring that up close, I think you can see how it slots together. Okay. Resin Molds box, you always keep me on my toes. Okay. Now, oh, look at this. I loved the last leaf dish that we had. This is the Wint Woodland leaf dish. Capture the quiet beauty of the forest floor with this detailed leaf dish mould. This piece creates a stunning, realistic leaf-shaped tray with intricate vein patterns and a gentle curve. Loving the look. Okay. I'm running out of space with so much to look at. This is massive. I could just see this on a Christmas table with like Ferrero Rochers or something yummy. Wow. That is amazing. Oh, I am loving that. I so badly want to see that in an eco casting powder, but I'd also love to see it in resin. Ah, that is beautiful. All right, then, so we get 8. Thank you, Ella, for the Christmas present. The last one is Santa's gift sack storage jar. Ho, ho, hold everything. This mould creates a large, deep storage container shaped just like Santa's iconic sack of gifts. It's a generously sized container, perfect for holding bigger items and features a wide opening. Okay, this is the one I've tried to grab for 2 other things. So look at that for a dear little dish. Loving it. Okay, oh my goodness. Now, there's a couple of bits and pieces in the box. There's some twine. I wonder what we're doing with the twine. I'm guessing because we've got quite a few hanging items, it's for those. So fantastic. And then, oh, look at these. Goodness me. Oh, these are beautiful. The teeniest, tiniest little Christmas embellishments. Oh, I love them. I wonder if they're selling these, because these are gorgeous. Oh boy, so much to do, to look at, to think about. I love it all. Okay, off to do some planning. As I've decided to use Eco Casting Powder first, I'm going to work out the quantity I need for each of the moulds. So we get the mils or ounces given to us, and then all I do is I multiply that by 1.8. That gives me the total amount of mixture I need. Then I split that into my 3:1 ratios. So I'll add all of these into the description box for you if you are planning on making these with an eco casting powder yourself. The first two molds I'm going to use are, of course, this leaf trinket dish, because look at it. It is huge and full of possibilities. And these wings, oh, they look so pretty. So for the leaf tray, I'm going to use a green from the Solid Solutions liquid pigment range. And I'm also going to, first of all, add a little bit of gold flake to the mould, and I'm just dotting it here and there just for a little bit of a highlight, and then I'm using a combination of my finger and brush just to really burnish that in, and I'm hoping that that will give me a smooth finish. So hopefully not any little indents or anything. And the last time I did this, the eco casting powder didn't pick up all of the foil that I put down, but that was okay. What it did pick up was perfect. So I'm hoping I have the same here. I'm going to be using the Solid Solutions SolidCrete Eco Casting Powder. It's a 3-to-1 mixture, 3 parts powder, 1 part tap water. I'm popping in the water first, measuring it, and then I'm adding in this gorgeous green pigment, and I'm going to carefully mix that, and then I'm going to add in my powder. And this one has worked out that I need 70 grams of water and 210 grams of powder, and that'll give me 280 grams of product in total. So blending that together, making a nice smooth slurry, hopefully with no little lumps left in there. And then I'm going to add in a couple of additional drops of the green, and this is the process that I refer to as dirty marbling, and all I'm going to do is just disrupt those extra little drops with my stirring stick, and this will give me a very pretty marbled effect. So after pouring about 3/4 of the amount in, I go around the edge of the tray and just make sure that there is product in all of those edges. Then I give it a little tap, and then that one is done. With the Heavenly Wings trinket dish, I'm going to do exactly the same process. I'm using the pink Solid Solutions liquid pigment this time, and I'm making a fairly pale blend, and then I'm going to add in those additional drops after I've mixed it all together, just to give me that little bit of extra interest with that dirty marbling technique. And because of the amount of detail in this mould, I just want to make sure that I give it a good little sort of move around and poke and prod, tap, whatever I can do to get it in. Now, I do have a spill, and I was going to remove some of the material out of it, but I stopped myself. I've left it. It is so much easier to clean up something like this afterwards if you just leave it. So, top tip for today, if you make a mess like I have, just leave it. Eco casting powder is very forgiving when you're cleaning up. With this little set of the 3 Santa figurines, I've just kept this white. So the Solid Solutions SolidCrete comes in an absolutely brilliant white if you don't tint it, and I think it will be great to see what these look like in that. After filling them to the top, it is just time to walk away for about 30 minutes, and then I can come back and demold. Now, I did get a little bit excited with the demolding, and I started doing it before I started filming. Sincere apologies. So you don't get to see me demold the little gnomes, but I'll show you here what they look like. And I have to say, these are the level of detail in these. Oh, look, even the little crinkle in his little beanie or hat, everything's perfect. These are just gorgeous. They are stunning. A little set of 3, but even just one on its own would be beautiful. So super happy with those, and they were really easy to demold as well. Not one single bubble in them. Beautiful. I wish I could say the same for this little pink wings trinket tray, but as you could see, I did have an air bubble at the end of some of the wings there, so it just means next time I make it, I have to be more careful with making sure that the product is in all those little detailed pieces. Now it's time to have a look at this gorgeous trinket tray, and oh, look at this. It is beautiful. It's so large. It's just stunning. I highly recommend this mould. I will put all of the links to the individual moulds, if you can purchase them, in the description box, as well as the link to the kits themselves. But I'm loving that one. And I straight away wanted to make another one. This time I wanted to do a blue colour. So same technique, just using that gold foil and making sure that it's burnished into the silicone. There was still some left on the mould from the last pour, but because that didn't come off with the eco casting powder, I'm assuming it might not come off the second time. So I'm just adding in some extra there. And as I mentioned, this one I'm going to be tinting the SolidCrete blue and mixing that together thoroughly, and then adding in those couple of extra drops of pigment to create a marbled effect. Now it does look very purple on my screen at the moment. I promise you it's blue. I'm not sure what's going on there, but I must tell you I am loving the Solid Solutions liquid pigment range and the SolidCrete product. These are working together beautifully, and they've been very generous and given me a discount code to pass on to you, which is Blossy Bee, and I will put all of that information into the description box as well. So how pretty is that looking? Loving it. I know it'll get a lot paler because that's often what happens with your eco casting medium, and you are of course diluting the colour with white, with a bright white, so it's often a lot paler than what you think. For the wings trinket dish take 2, I'm using the purple Solid Solutions liquid pigment, and I'm blending that in carefully with the powder. Once I'm happy with that, I'm going to add in just a couple of drops extra to try and achieve a marbled appearance and pour it in. And of course this time I'm going to be trying to reduce any chance of there being bubbles of air trapped in those pointed wing pieces. So I'm making sure I give it lots of jiggling, wiggling, pushing, pulling and squeezing the mould. One can only hope. Okay, next I'm going to work on that beautiful little jar mould that was the last one that we looked at on the sheets. I'm using the red Solid Solutions liquid pigment to tint the SolidCrete, knowing that it won't be a bright red. It's going to probably be a more pinky red, but I'm okay with that. So just making sure that the scalloped or curved edge is getting lots of attention to minimise chances of bubbles. Now, look, while I'm editing, I thought I'd show you who my little editing buddies are. So this is Tez, and then this is Milo. I don't know what's going on in Milo's head. Actually, probably not a lot is going on in his head at the moment. But then I also wanted to show you that no Milos were injured in this. So here they are, back on the couch next to me, just supporting me. That's all I ask. Okay, demolding time. So let's have a look at this little jar, and I'm very excited to see, because I could see through the mould that the top of this has got a beautiful detailed sort of curvy scalloped finish. So excited to see what that looks like, and I love it. This dish is so pretty. I could see that being on a dressing table. I could see that being on your Christmas festive table. So many possibilities. Absolutely thrilled with that one. Let's see how I did with this little trinket dish. Second attempt. So being so careful getting the mould off, and let me have a little look. And look, it's definitely better. I've got the end tips, they've come out really well. There's just a couple of the little feathers that have got some little pieces missing, so this might be one that I need to do in resin as well, just to see what it looks like. Now, time to demold our blue leaf trinket tray, and look at this. I'm so happy with this. Now, the gold foil has left a couple of little divots, and I'm not loving that. That's user error, so I didn't burnish it in enough. But I do have a plan to try and reduce the amount. So here I am pointing them out. I've let this cure for several days now, and I've come up with a somewhat crazy scheme. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to use a matte Mod Podge because I don't want to add any gloss to it, and I'm going to use the Midas gold glitter from Just Resin. I'm going to blend these two together, and then I'm going to use a little toothpick, and I'm basically just going to try and cram some into the holes, and hopefully this little amount that I'm going to put into the holes will be enough to give the appearance that the gold was meant to be there all along. It's the same principle, I guess, if you're patching holes in plaster and using a product like spackfiller or something like that. So we'll just see how it goes. And I'm not at all worried if the surface is bumpy, because I can easily sand that after the Mod Podge has dried. And yeah, I actually found this a really relaxing, fun little job. Went through, did all the holes, found lots of little air bubbles I didn't even know were there. Started telling myself that it just doesn't really matter, but I was enjoying it so much I kept looking for more. So we'll see how this turns out in a few minutes. So this is what we are left with, and I'm just going to sit that aside to dry, and I better go and wash my hands because they're blue. Okay, now here is this dear little red pot, and I've decided to try and make it a little bit more Christmassy by adding some hand-drawn holly. So the little berries and leaves, and I've decided to do 3 berries and 3 leaves in the 4 quadrants of the dish. I'm using a Posca marker 1MR in white, and yeah, I don't know how to draw holly, but I'm giving it a go. I do find that Posca paint pen markers work beautifully on the SolidCrete once it's cured. They really go on beautifully, and you can use them for painting or for just highlighting and embellishing, whichever way you want to go. I do want to keep this dish mainly just the 2 colours, the red and the white. Otherwise I could have used a green for the leaves, but I just wanted to keep it very simple and I guess somewhat stylish as I get anyway. And I do go in after I've finished each of these pieces with a bright red 1MR Posca pen, just to give the edges of the berries a little bit of definition and to also add a little bit of a sort of a shine to them as well. While that paint marker is drying, I'm going to turn to sealing, and I'm using a new product for me today. This is Gillies Liquid Beeswax. So it is a beeswax and citric mix, and if you wanted to read any of the details on there, you can just press pause. I will link the product in the description box. I have sped this up considerably because all I am doing is using a soft brush, dipping it into the liquid beeswax, and then making sure I apply all over. And I'm getting into all the little nooks and crannies, so this is perfect for that. And I'm really loving it so far. So nice to smell, and it feels so nice on my hands as well. So I'll go through and do all of the pieces. I'll do the inside and the outside and do the bottoms and tops and all the bits and pieces. I'm really loving how it's bringing out those beautiful rich pigment colours and just making them this gorgeous soft sheen. They look very intense and beautiful. So I'm very excited with this. So far so good, and my plan is to let them dry for a little while, and then I'm just going to use a soft microfiber cloth and give them a little bit of a buff, and then they will be ready. And the huge advantage about this is that it's food safe. Not that I think that these trays are necessarily going to be, or like particularly the angel wings, probably not going to be used for food, but I still think it's a really nice feature to have in a finished piece, that I know that it's a safe sealer. I'll definitely keep you updated with regards to how this wax performs over time. I'm going to start using the other waxes I've bought. I'm planning on doing a video of comparing them. So with this little red pot that I've turned into a little holly pot, I've got some gorgeous red and green twine, and I'm going to use that along with the twine that came in the box, and I'm going to wrap that twice around the neck of the little pot, and then I'm going to tie a little bow, and then one of those gorgeous little pieces of the, what do you think they're made of? Plastic, probably, just the little Christmas pieces that were sent in as extras as well. There's a little holly one, and I'm going to use some glue and attach that onto the bow. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I'm loving this box so far. I'm only halfway through, but I'm really excited about the molds that I'm going to be working with next with resin. And these ones, I'm just so in love with this mold. Oh, honestly, these leaf trinket trays are just divine. Now, if you are interested in getting this box for yourself or any of these molds, I'll put all of the information in the description box, but you can use my code for a discount. And also, if you're interested in this gorgeous eco casting powder, SolidCrete, or the beautiful liquid pigments, you are going to be able to get a discount as well with them from Solid Solutions. So all of that information will be in the description box. So, oh, I was going to mention my little gnomes. I've kept them white at the moment. Very sort of Scandinavian, aren't they? I may colour them and show you in the next video. Here's just a little idea of some treats for your Christmas table. And then, oh, look at these little wing dishes. Aren't they gorgeous? And yes, again, you might see the little 3 Santa gnomes coloured next week. You just never know. I'm looking forward to seeing you in that next video, and let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this or what you'd like to see me do next. Bye for now.